Good afternoon, or should I say, yes, afternoon. Hi, folks. This is Kimberly Jessica reporting in live today from Hollywood, California. How's everybody doing? It's a beautiful day outside. It's Manic Monday. Traffic's going, school's going, and everybody's just going nuts on the freeway. So, guys, be careful if you're driving out there. Check out our Drive at 5 show coming up today at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm really excited today. You know, I always love playing the new music that comes out, the indie pop, the EDM, the rap, the hip-hop. Depending on the style of the song, we're going to put it on the radio. And I love the fact that I get to meet interesting new people, guys. And today we have a successful attorney with a savvy, humorous, skilled talent. So basically this guy, he's an amazing attorney. He goes by the name DH. Some would say he's a unique artist that basically he mimics a sound similar to Eminem mixed with a hint of Weird Al and for Weird Al Yankovic. So if you guys, for those of you guys that are like 80s buffs like me, Weird Al Yankovic did, Eat It from Beat It, Michael Jackson. He did other renditions of famous pop songs. I think he even did one on Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson's Say, Say, Say. I'm going to have to look that up and tell you guys later, but I remember just hearing Weird Al Yankovic for the first time back in 1984. Now I'm really telling on myself here, but back in 1984 when Michael Jackson's Beat It was out, and I heard the song on the radio, and I heard the song, the music only from Beat It. So I ran in the living room because, my mother was at work, and I wanted to see, oh my God, Michael Jackson's on. And then all of a sudden, this guy comes in and he's like, eat it, instead of beat it. I was just like, oh my God. So that was my first experience to Weird Al Yankovic. So for all you 80s buffs, you know what I'm talking about. For the newbies, millennials, go check it out on YouTube. Anywho, he's basically that guy mixed with Eminem and for the new generation. With his unique creativity, he has created a sound of his own that stands apart from any other artist out there. The attorney, also known as DH, and to the recording world, basically as DH, because we're going to tell you his name in a minute, is about to unleash his first single, Tiger, Do the Putt Putt. Now, this is one of these songs that kind of grow on you. I don't know if you guys also remember, like, I'm an old head. Not that old, but I'm an old head. So you remember that song, that song in the 90s where, boom, there it is. And I just remember hearing that song. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't really care for it. But then after a while, I found myself singing it. So I'm in the club and I'm having a glass of cognac or I'm having a drink. And, the song comes on. And I could have swore I didn't like that song. But all of a sudden, I'm dancing off of the song. So it's like one of those songs that you either get it or you don't. But even if you don't get it, you want it because it's like it grows on you. And it's like, I like this song. It's amazing. You guys will hear that at the end of the show. So he's releasing his song Do the Putt Putt, and it's produced and written by him as well. And Bo Han Yang Bo Han Tiger Do the Putt Putt, which is a golf-themed rap song that's basically been released on iTunes and throughout other digital media outlets. The video for the single is also on YouTube, so you guys can catch it there and on his Vivo channel outlets nationwide. What basically sets DH apart from other talented lyricists is his uncanny ability to walk the line between banging club beat, like I said earlier, and clever wordplay. It's one of those songs that you just kind of catchy, like Do the Putt Putt. I'm giving it away, but I'm just saying it's cute and it's cool. It's reminiscent of Outkast. He's reminiscent of Outkast, which who doesn't love, Outkast. Sorry, Miss Jackson. He brings a head-bopping party track with a surprising amount of lyrical depth, swimming just beneath the surface of a catchy chorus. The song coaches listeners on how to do a dance, the putt putt. So that's what I'm saying. You guys got to go see the video, which mimics the putting motion, but the song and video draw aspects of golf from all over. Without further ado, I'm not even going to continue to read his bio. I'm just going to let him get on the show and him tell you all about himself. He's an attorney. How cool is that? Like, this guy is, like, multifaceted. He's basically known as in the rap world and the hip-hop world to DH, but by daytime, superhero style, he's known as Dan Kane Cack. I'm hoping I'm not butchering your name, Dan. Dan, are you there?
Good afternoon, Kimberly. I am. It is Hannah Check, but I'll give you that you're not the first to do that.
Okay, good. Okay. I can get out of the butchering name prison then.
Yeah.
So Dan, how are you today? How are you, my friend? What's going? What's new? Besides do the pot.
Well, it's beautiful down here in San Diego. It's sunny. I'm excited. I know you're excited. Life is good. I can't complain. We're looking at summer coming here soon. Good beach weather.
Amen. And Sandog, I used to call it Sandog when we were in the military, but San Diego is nice. I mean, it's like clean, it's pretty, it's very scenic. It definitely has that tropical, kind of like Miami Vice type of, clean, scenic beach scene, coupled with the California mountains. So you're definitely hanging and banging down there, man.
Yeah, we're in a good spot here.
So tell us, how did you come up with this cute song here? I love it.
Well, my partner Bohan and I we were recording actually what was going to be our first single, which is on my EP. That should be released sometime later this month. We had just finished it, and I said, "Hey, man, I want to do a club song." And he said, "I've never produced one like that, but let's do it right now." I said, "You got to be kidding me! I have no lyrics written, no ideas, nothing." So I go online while he's starting to bring up this beat, and I just look up club themes. And I heard you talking about, early 80s and things like that. When we were growing up and the internet was just starting to kick around, you had Angel Fire and GeoCities. And I found this website that had a MIDI file playing in the background that had 200 club themes. And I'm thinking, how old is this? How old is this website?
Oh my God.
One of them was a miniature golf theme. And I looked at it, I was like, miniature golf theme. And so we started kicking some ideas around, and because we wanted to come up with a dance, we wanted to have people involved, and we wanted it to be something that was more so clean. You can go either route with it, but something that everybody could do. And so we came up with Do the Putt Putt, and we named it Tiger Do the Putt Putt because Tiger is such an iconic figure in golf. You look back 20 years, 10, 15 years, how long he's been around and been in the spotlight. And
yeah,
such a different crowd, a different demographic. I mean, even to this day, when he announces that he's coming back to try to be in a tournament, you have people that turn on the television and watch golf that wouldn't watch it otherwise. And
wow,
it's really an homage to Tiger in that, we're bringing golf to hip hop. And he brought, he brought such a different crowd to golf that hasn't, and no one's filled that void since then. And
no, just
you think of golf in the last 15 years, you think of Tiger Woods and his excitement and just what he brought to the game and how he celebrated. And I was even talking to people about this the other day where we were watching the Masters and Sergio Garcia played great, but his reaction, you're just like, you want some Tiger out there on the green fist pumping like Michael Jordan and getting, pumped up. You see these golf, celebrations. You're like,
wow,
you just won something big, show off.
Yeah, pump it up here. Yeah, literally. Show some enthusiasm.
He would make a big putt, and it was like he made a big shot, from the wing in the NBA Finals. It's just a different type of celebration, and he brought that excitement. And so, like I said, it's in deference to him, and we also threw in a lot of pop culture references. There's some reference to Caddyshack in the video. One of my friends plays the one character from Caddyshack. In the lyrics, there's some mention of Tiger, and then also Happy Gilmore. I mean, how can you have a song talk about golf and not mention Happy Gilmore? So
Adam Sandler, right? Isn't that Adam Sandler?
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he was a piece of work, I tell you, in that movie.
And so, we wanted to draw on a lot of things that people would know about golf. And then, one of the other things that, we drew on was the golf clap, the sarcastic, quiet clap. And so we had to, to drop that in the song as well.
Wow. I mean, I took a glimpse at the video, and it's also quirky and fun, and it does have kind of like a movie clip feel to it. wondering if they're going to throw this in a movie or something at some point. You know, that could definitely be in a Caddyshack, you know, Happy Gilmore type of thing.
Oh yeah, that's you know, we were hoping to maybe have a spin-off character or something from that guy. But you know, I have to say the real star of that video, that's actually my mom in there in the red, white,
oh.
We flew her out from Pennsylvania on Sunday night, and then we were out at the course early Monday morning, and she flew back, I want to say early Tuesday or early Wednesday, when I called her and I said, hey, this isn't a vacation. This is you actually flying out here to, you know, to film the video, be in it, and she loved it. She had a blast. She loved telling people.
She must be proud of her baby. Yeah. She must be proud of her baby.
yeah.
You're never too old for them to be proud of you, I tell ya.
You know, on that day, I felt like she was more proud of me, you know, having my first rap music video and rap single than having my own law firm.
Oh my gosh. So let me ask you this. Off topic a little bit. What does your law firm specialize in, Dan?
Yeah, so we do personal injury and real estate law. Our main office is actually up in Sacramento. My partner runs that office, and then I'm down here in San Diego. I'm kind of the managing partner of things, and she runs main headquarters up there.
Wow, congratulations on the whole law school thing. I don't know how long you've been a lawyer, but that's just two amazing careers. How are you able to juggle both? I mean, have you started, you know, getting things together to go on tour? How is that working?
Yeah, so I've actually been a lawyer for almost 6.5 years now, and you know, the plan's worked for me. I know it's going to sound bad. It sounds backwards even when I tell people, you know. The plan was to go to law school, set up my own law firm, and then pursue entertainment when the time felt right, and you know, have the law degree to fall back on or law firm to fall back on if things, you know, didn't work out. And you know, it's all kind of coming together now. I've set myself up in a position, you know, with my partner where on a day-to-day I'm able to wear multiple hats. You know, I'm able to balance both. It took some time for me to feel comfortable in doing it, you know, and not sitting here 9 to 5 and, you know, feeling like I'm being distracted from my business by working on music stuff and having to do it, you know, after 5 o'clock. I've come to kind of an equilibrium, you know, so to speak, in my mind where I can, you know, get stuff done, and I can switch gears and say, all right, you know, I have this interview now at this time. I need to work on this here. I need to finish this here. And it's really just kind of, you know, setting things out in front of yourself and seeing what you have to do. And
so you're basically living your dreams and having a career at the same time.
Yes.
That's amazing. You're smart, too. I'm listening to you talk. I said, okay, this guy is super smart.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope I've had some friends be like, "Hey, you need to tone down the legalese and this and that." I'm sorry,
keep it. I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing. I really do. I think it's amazing. So, is there anything that you want our iHeart listeners to know about you before we wrap up and get some information from you so people can go and buy this music and go and watch the video?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we got an EP called Risky Business coming out this month. It's the name Risky Business is an homage to EPMD, you know, Strictly Business. I like
wow.
My style is and also the Tom Cruise movie, because, you know, I'm kind of linking things up from different areas. And so, you know, I like to think that my style, you know, I grew up in the 90s, you know, listened to 80s obviously as well. I take that old school style and put a new school spin on it. And, you know, my thing 2 years ago when I met with Bo, I said, think of Bruno Mars, but as rap. And that's pretty much the style that I would say that I am going for, bringing humor, bringing, you know, some complexity with the lyrics. That's really, you know, how I feel like I can differentiate myself. And when people ask me who I sound like, I really have no one that I feel like I sound like, which I think is a good thing. So no,
that's a good thing.
I'm trying to be somebody else. So, you know, there's that. You know, we have the EP coming out. Promotional tour we're working on it right now. Waiting to hear from some stuff out in Vegas, down here in Southern California. We're waiting for that. You can find me on Instagram at DHNPC, Twitter at DH_on-deck, Facebook.com/DHNPC, and then my website is www.dhnpc.com, and that's Neon Pirate Path. It stands. That's what the NPC stands for. That's our record label that we created.
That's sweet. And how can we buy the music? And how can we buy the music?
Yes, the song, first single, Tiger Do the Putt Putt, is currently available on all digital music outlets, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon. The links are on the website. We got it on Spotify. We got it pretty much everywhere. So if you're searching Do the Putt Putt, Tiger Do the Putt Putt, DH Do the Putt Putt on any of those, iTunes, Apple, all those, you'll be able to find it.
Well, congratulations on all your wonderful accolades and the amazing things you have going on. You're managing your dreams and your career. You have a prestigious career at that. You have this amazing new song that's out. You're linking movies and music and songs and movies from the 80s and 90s that are well known. I love Tom Cruise too. I could have swore he was going to be my husband when I was little, but that didn't work out. But still, I love him. So, I just want to congratulate you on all your accolades. Now, why don't you go ahead and introduce your song, because that's coming up next.
Thank you, Kimberly, for having me. I appreciate that. I am DH, and this is my first single being released. You hear it here on iHeartRadio, Tiger Do the Putt Putt.
All right, folks, there you have it. Tiger Do the Putt Putt coming up next. Thanks again, and take a listen to the song. After that, we'll be back.